You mentioned that you have a 9-month-old who it sounds like has been sleeping pretty well in the past, but now is waking up screaming bloody murder like she's in pain. This can cause a lot of anxiety for parents, and it's always a good idea to go in and check on your baby and make sure all is well. If she's doing this on a regular basis and it's not just every now and then, I think it would be best to take her to the doctor and just make sure there's no underlying medical conditions causing her pain and discomfort. You mentioned teething, and teething definitely can cause irritability. But if it's severe and you're concerned, then it's always a good idea. It's never a bad thing to have your baby checked out. If the doctor checks out your daughter and says that all is well, then it's okay to actually let her cry it out. And many babies have this little program in their brains that tells them to wake up at a certain point every night, and they cry. They wake up crying, and oftentimes mom and dad will respond to that, go in and pick the baby up, love them, hold them, and the thing that babies love most are their moms and dads. So they learn that when I cry, I get mom. So they keep waking up at that same time every night, and it's okay to let your baby cry it out and learn how to self-soothe and go back to sleep on her own. So if you've checked on her, she's not sick, she's not in danger, she's not in need of anything. She seems okay other than the fact that she's crying. And you've ruled out any medical conditions by taking her to the doctor, it's okay just to let her cry. And she'll eventually learn that she needs to go back to sleep on her own. So, if crying it out seems a little harsh to you, it usually is effective, and it'll only take like about a week or so of, a few hard nights, because obviously you're going to be so stressed out listening to your baby screaming and knowing that she's in there by herself. But just endure it for 4 to 7 days, and that should help. If this seems a little bit too hard, you can try a more graduated approach. After you've gone in and checked on her and made sure she's okay, resist the urge to pick her up, just gently touch her tummy, try not to make eye contact, and turn around and walk right out of the room. This comforts her. She knows that you're there, but she knows she needs to go back to sleep too because you never picked her up. So just turn around and walk right back out. And then if she continues to cry, give it about 10 minutes, go in and do the same thing. And if she's still crying, go in 20 minutes later, and then 20 can turn into 40. So you're spacing out the amount of time in between, times you go check on her. And eventually she should learn how to go back to sleep on her own. I hope these tips and tricks help you and that you're all getting better sleep. And if you have any other questions for me, feel free to ask them on our Facebook page and recommend us to your friends and family too.